Gonna do this real quick before I have to go get the kiddo because she's gonna want the computer. Today we're gonna talk about the Ford Barra, something like that. It's short for Barramundi. It's an inline six-cylinder that was created by Ford. Apparently, it's the one that everybody strives to be like. There were some really cool facts about this as I was digging down deep into it. First of all, it's not in the States. I mean, it's slowly starting to come into the States because of tax laws and trade laws going out. They're starting to get to a point where there's no more waiting time or a 25-year wait time to get vehicles over here or parts or whatever. So, Ford, mainly Australian Ford, came up with the inline six. There's so many good things about it, because while we're obsessed over here with V8s and LS swapping everything, down under they're more obsessed with inline six swapping everything, and the Ford Barra is the engine that is the go-to engine. It's a dual overhead cam. Displacement is 3984 cc's or 243.1 cubic inches. The bore is 92.26 millimeters or 3.632 inches. The stroke is 99.31 millimeters or 3.910 inches. The cylinder heads are aluminum, and the body is cast iron. It's a strong engine. My favorite part about this is there's three variants of it. The three variants are: there's one with a propane, there's petrol, what they call gasoline down under, and then there's a petrol one or a gasoline engine with a turbo on it. They came in 5 different colors. There was green for propane, red for the gas, and then it was black or gray for the brain fart turbo. And then they had a variant of there was a blue one, but it was just for the gasoline one, and there was a black one for the gasoline one. But I digress. It was dual overhead cam with 4 valves per cylinder, and the compression ratio was basically, it was anywhere from 8.47 pounds per one stroke to 12 pounds per stroke. That's pretty cool. First of all, it was produced from 2002 to 2009. 2002 to 2009, but there were 2 different variants that was created. We're gonna go off with some of the measurements now. The horsepurs or the kilowatts that they would say down there. The propane would go from anywhere from 156 to 198 kilowatts, giving the United States 209 to 266 horsepower. The straight gasoline one was 182 to 195 kilowatts, or 244 to 261 horsepower. And the turbo, get this is back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, because they started development for it in 1999. 240 to 325 kilowatts. Or 322 to 436 horsepower. I don't understand why you V8 guys are like this. This is naturally aspirated. Or, I'm sorry. The gasoline one from 244 to 261 horsepower is naturally aspirated. That is insane. I mean, for the late 90s, early 2000s, that's great. And that's not, and when you get to the turbo, it's 436, depending on what the kilowatt, or depending on what version you're getting of the Barra. It's just crazy. So let me run through the couple of different variants. you got the Barra 182. This is strictly just the gasoline one. I'll get into the turbo one later. The propane, what you get, what you see is what you get with the propane one. Barra 182, obviously, it's named like that for the kilowatts. So it ran 182 kilowatts or 244 horsepower with a 9.7 to 1 compression ratio. The Barra 190 was 190 kilowatts, 254 horsepower, 10.3 to 1. 195 kilowatt, the third variant at this time. These three were produced from 02 to 05. These three were produced from then. And the Barra 195 was 195 kilowatts to 200 for our 261 horsepower, and the compression ratio was 10.3 to 1 stroke. Massive, just massive. So let's go into the turbo now. Let's do the turbo. The turbo, you got the 240T, 240 kilowatts or 322 horsepower, 8.7 to 1. You got the 245T, 329 horsepower, or 8.9 to 1 stroke. 270T, 362 horsepower, 8.7 to 1. And the higher the higher you get in this, the higher the horsepower, the lower the compression, except for the 310 turbo and the 325 turbo. For some strange reason, the 310 turbo was putting out 416 horsepower, but the compression ratio was 8.5 to 1 stroke, to where the 325T, I'm sorry, the 325T was 436 horsepower and 8.8 pounds to 1 stroke of compression. It's crazy. A lot of these went into what down under call utes, we would call trucks, or even Holden is an off-brand of Chevy. Holden even came out with the Holden Ute. But they were mainly found in the Australian and the New Zealand version of the Ford Falcon. There were electric versions of it, but nobody cares about that right at the point. So I decided to start with this one because this is the engine that we compare the Chevy 4200 Vortec to. It was so much fun looking up and learning about this engine. I'm excited to get into more. I would like to do a clip on the engine prior to it, the Intel or the Intec, the N10, whatever it was, that brought forth the dual overhead cam, the now Ford Barra. I want to say the Ameribarra, but that's not. That's not this. This is straight up the Barra. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I hope you guys learned something today. I learned a lot. Have a great day.